Patch 5.0 is looking to be absolutely massive. Changes include hundreds of new cosmetics being added, 8 new weapon kits being added, 2 new main weapons, and balance adjustments to weapons, gear, and specials. Here to provide a quick summary of it all, telling you everything you need to know about the latest patch. Right out of the gate, we have some changes to some gear abilities, as tenacity will be getting buffed, increasing the speed at which the special gauge is filled while its conditions are filled. The patch doesn't specify any numbers, so we'll just have to see how this one shakes things up. This next one is sure to, however, as last ditch effort is going to be taking a hit. The effectiveness of the ability will be dropping down from 2.4 primary abilities to 1.8. LDE has been run on pros for pretty much the entire metagame of Splatoon 3, so it makes sense that Nintendo is finally taking a shot at it in hopes to make other abilities more viable on the headgear. The Dread Ringer will be making a splash in patch 5.0, being a new slosher type that allows you to fling 2 sloshes per slosh. Analysis makes it appear to be a 3-shot weapon, and by firing in multiple directions, you can change the angle this 2 sloshes will come out at. The weapon comes with suction bombs and a reef slider. Not the best kit, but a workable one. I'll be waiting to see how this weapon shakes up the metagame before making any guesses for tier placement. Coming home with a vengeance, the heavy edit Splatling will be released on this patch as well. Coming packaged with a curling bomb and a tacticooler, the edit will probably be the de facto backliner of choice for delivering tacticoolers to its team. But it's hard to say, so we'll just have to wait and see how the weapon comes into play. Some new weapon kits will be available for purchase from Shelton in 5.0, but most of you have probably seen all of those, so I'll go over it briefly here. The Gold Dynamo will be landing with splat bombs and a super chunk. The Octobrush Nouveau is painting a path with beacons and ink storm. Taking a sip of the custom Goo Tuber will net you a fizzy bomb and an ultra stamp for your troubles. Sloshing Machine Neo will wash opponents out with the point sensor and Trizuka. The Blob Blobber Deco will be lobbing angle shooters and krakens at its foes. The Ballpoint Splatling Nouveau will be making waves with ink mines and ink vac. Jetting into battle with the Sorella Brella will allow you to rain auto bombs and inkjet shots on your opponents. Finally, the Inkline Tri-Stringer will tickle its foes with its Sprinkler Super Chump combo. Diving into the weapon changes, we have a nice buff to the Splat Brella, increasing the recharge speed of the shield from 6.5 seconds to 5.5. Not a game-breaking change by any means, but it's nice to see the Brella get some love. And speaking of Brellas getting love, the Undercover Brella also got its recharge speed increased from 4.5 seconds to 4.0 seconds. This Brella is going to need a lot more changes to see much viability at any level of play, so I don't expect this to be moving anywhere in anyone's tier list. The Reflux is coming up next with some adjustments. Nintendo has decided to narrow the spread angle by 30% when uncharged and 29% when charged 1 level. This should increase the Reflux's close quarters combat substantially, while probably not hurting its ability to farm for missiles all that much. Be on the lookout for Reflux, as it might go up in priority slightly, as players are continuing to push what it's capable of to its limit. The NZAP 85 is on the chopping block, increasing the paint required to gain its tactical from 180 to 190. This nerf seems to be more like placebo to get people to try the new heavy edit Splatling, but it's not going to be moving its tier placement anywhere. It will remain a solid supporting weapon that can slay when it needs to. The Anaki Splatter Shot Nova will be taking a hit to its special as well, going from 200 paint to 210 paint requirement. Like the NZAP, the Nova already paints significantly better than other options, so the nerf won't be doing much to move it out of its place, as a nice option to spam the inkjet. That's enough about the weapons. Some specials are getting adjustments, including a nice quality of life change to the Killer Whale 5.1. From now on, if a target is not within the lock-on zone, it will instead lock on to the last target in the area of effect. This will be very nice to guarantee you land all 3 charges of the Killer Whale on your target of choice, allowing you to pressure them much harder than you would be able to before. In addition, there was also a sound effect and display adjustment for the target you lock onto. These quality of life changes aren't directly increasing the power of the special, but they're sure to make it more enjoyable to use, so try it out if you've been sleeping on them. The Zipcaster also received some nice buffs, increasing the range at which you can attach to the ground, and also increasing the damage and explosion radius. The radius going up by about 50%. The Zipcaster is definitely one of the worst specials in the game, and while these buffs are nice, the Zipcaster won't be traversing any tiers with these. The Tacticooler's reign of terror is over. Nintendo is dropping the hammer on it, increasing the lockout time for charging a new Tacticooler from 7.5 seconds to 10 seconds after throwing it. 2.5 seconds might not sound like a lot, but when trying to keep the special active for your team as long as possible, this is sure to weaken players' ability to keep the special constantly refreshing and on the up. Hey, thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you would also enjoy watching me talk about the Splash-O-Matic and its impact on the competitive scene of Splatoon 3.